Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, once again, and welcome to Slugfest at the Sun here at the Mohegan Sun Arena, brought to you by Joe DeGuardia's Star Boxing. Our main event of the evening is scheduled for 10 rounds in the junior middleweight division. The main event is sanctioned by the Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation. The chairman of Mohegan Tribe is Kevin Brown. The chief of Mohegan Tribe, Lynn Malerba. The supervisors are Michael Mazzulli and Michael Murtha. The judges for the main event this evening, Clark Sammartino, Don Ackerman, and Tom Carasone. Controlling the action at the sound of the bell, the referee in charge, Danny Chavone. And now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, live from Mohegan Sun Arena, it's our main event of the evening, 10 rounds in the junior middleweight division. Ladies and gentlemen, it's go time at Mohegan Sun. Introducing first, the boxer out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 153.5 pounds. He owns a professional record of 10-1, 5 victories, coming by way of knockout. Wearing black and white this evening, please welcome a U.S. Army veteran, which includes 2 tours of Iraq, from Brooklyn, New York, Shawn Killer Cameron. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, boxing out of the red corner. He weighed in at 153.3 pounds. He owns a professional record of 28-8-4, 16 victories, coming by way of knockout. Wearing blue with red trim and hailing from Santiago de los Caballeros in the Dominican Republic. Now living, training, and fighting out of Danbury, Connecticut. A 3-time world title challenger and former USDA welterweight champion. Please welcome Delvin El Peligro Rodriguez.
All right, fellas, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Keep the bout clean. Touch them up. Go back to your corners. Good luck.
Yeah, I sucked. He fired me.
Come on, Cam, baby.
Here we go. 154-pounders in a 10-rounder. Delvin Rodriguez in the blue trunks with the red trim, and Shawn Cameron in the black and white. Southpaw against right-hander. And I always point out, from the very first round, whenever you have a southpaw against a right-hander, their lead feet are always right in front of each other, stepping on each other. You're going to see guys perhaps score a knockdown in the first round. Sometimes guys fall off balance. Many times when you have a southpaw against a right-hander, there are headbutts, because they are leaning in over those feet. Right there, Delvin Rodriguez was worried about headbutt, and he pulled the head of Cameron down.
And if you know the Cameron, he has his, like, you know, the classic southpaw way to do is just keep the right foot on the outside of the left of Rodriguez, which he's doing, you know. He knows how to work that advantage, that southpaw advantage.
Cameron, his best punch is a straight left hand. He's got a good right hook. But Delvin Rodriguez, the consummate professional. He has lost, yes, 8 times.
But of course, they were very notable fighters, like
Right,
you
the
mentioned
ones
before.
I pointed out there are the real notable one. That last one a year ago, Edislandi Lara, who keeps challenging Triple G. That's how good he is. Lara, Miguel Cotto, Austin Trout. So when Lara loses, he loses to the best. And Delvin Rodriguez also loves working to the body, loves throwing left hooks to the body.
As we saw in his fight with Paul Wolak, as you mentioned, it was the fight of the year. It was a great fight.
Oh,
They
my goodness.
really went at it.
Now, they went at it twice. The first time was July 15th, 2011. They came back 5 months later.
That was a nice combination by Delvin.
And the first was a draw. The next one, Delvin Rodriguez won. It was an action fight, but not like the first one. The first one was about as good as a fight can get. The crowd was screaming. That's what Delvin Rodriguez is capable of.
Yeah, and he learns because he came back and he beat him, with pretty much more ease than the first fight. So he learns, which is, it's a lot to say.
But here's what I question. At 36 years old and with 40 fights under his belt and a year layoff, is Delvin Rodriguez tonight going to be the same fighter that we know him to be? A tough, world-class competitor.
Right. And he's up against a guy. This guy's he's good, Cameron. He's an up-and-comer. He's an Iraqi. Two tours on Iraq. That right there shows you that he's definitely a tough guy.
No question about it. And Kara, from that first round, it was a little bit more than feeling out.
Right, Cameron. He's coming out strong, wanting to. He wants Rodriguez to know that he's there to fight and to respect his power. Coming in with the lead left hand, like you mentioned before. And Delvin, as you said, loves to go to the body. When he gets close, he will rip to the body. Loves to brawl.
And you saw him not just throw that right hand to the body, but he stepped in as he was throwing it to amplify that punch even more.
Yeah, he has intentions, bad intentions behind those body shots, which is a good thing.
Here we go, round number 2. Our referee in the middle of the ring tells Shawn Cameron, get back to your corner. Danny Schiavone is the referee, one of the very best out there. Shawn Cameron has lost but one fight, and that one came last November. A decision at the hands of Chris Galliano, who happened to come into the fight with a 9-0 record.
So he's the guy that he's losing to top prospects.
Yep, that's the only loss on Shawn Cameron's 10-1 record. 10-1, and in his 10 wins, he's got 5 knockouts. Delvin reaches in with the jab there. He was open for a counter shot. Now he's putting a little bit of speed on that jab. But he's varying the speeds on that jab. He's not just throwing one jab. And in comes Shawn Cameron to try to make a brawl out of it. Gets hit with an uppercut, and then he backs off.
Yeah, Delvin Rodriguez with a nice combination right there.
Nice straight left hand to the body. That was a hard shot by Cameron. Cameron stepping in with that right jab. Right-hander against southpaw. I wonder which Delvin Rodriguez will show up tonight.
It's still anybody's fight, I think that these are two very technical fighters.
Actually, it was this very arena right here at the Mohegan Sun where Delvin Rodriguez, in this ring, in this room, lost a split decision over 12 rounds for the vacant IBF World Welterweight Championship to a guy by the name of Isaac Hlatchueo. The two of them, about a year earlier, had fought to a 12-round draw, and then in their rematch, Delvin fell just a little bit short.
Some nice body work right there by Delvin Rodriguez. He throws a nice hook to the body.
And before we get any further into this fight, the rules here, there is no standing 8 count. There is no 3 knockdown rule. The doctor or the referee can stop the fight. In case of a foul, 4 rounds must be in the books, and there is no saving by the bell, including the final round.
That was a slip.
You know, Delvin got thrown down there, and he took a look at Shawn Cameron. He was not happy.
And he landed a nice shot. Cameron, Delvin did before he fell. So he punched him hard, then he fell. You see the ring experience in Delvin Rodriguez. You know, he's in there. It's like almost as if he's just cruising. He like belongs in the ring. He's been doing it for a while now.
Let's take a look at some action from round number 2. There you see, nice body shot by Cameron, but then he took a few shots of his own. Delvin Rodriguez came in and started to make a rumble out of it. There's that left hand to the body by Cameron, who then winds up with the right hand and misses another right hand. Cameron got hit with that one. The two of them were in close, and then Cameron threw Delvin Rodriguez to the canvas. And you wonder, is Delvin Rodriguez going to come out with a lot more fire
You
this
saw that
round?
look he gave him.
Yeah.
Mad. Maybe that woke him up a little.
This is round number 3. We are scheduled for 10. And the commission here at the Mohegan Sun Resort and Casino, the commission is called the Mohegan Tribe Department of Athletic Regulation. My friend Mike Mazzulli runs it, and let me tell you, they are doing one sensational job here at the Mohegan Sun. Remember, they're a sovereign nation. They can have their own commission.
Right.
They don't have to answer to the Connecticut Commission.
Well,
So they do a tremendous job here at the Mohegan Sun.
nice body shots. He just throws that body shot so nice. That left to the body.
Now, there was a shot that might have been a forearm, a head followed by Cameron, because Danny Chivone said something to Cameron. And for a moment, Delvin Rodriguez looked like he might be hurt by the shot. Delvin comes in with a few hard shots, then he backs up. Then he takes a few shots. The Delvin Rodriguez that I've seen very successful is the Delvin Rodriguez who forces his opponent just to fight, just to brawl. Ref tells Cameron, basically relax in there, stop getting wild.
He has the ability to box, though, Delvin Rodriguez. I think it's more he likes to brawl, but I mean, like, his body is that of a boxer, and you know he can if he wants to. He moves to the left so nicely. I like the way he cuts that angle to the left and throws a hook or he throws a jab. You know, he's a nice boxer when he wants to be.
A few nice left hands to the body by Cameron. Shawn Cameron then a little bit sloppy in there as they fall into a clinch. Danny Chivone breaks him up. About 30 seconds remain in round number 3. Quite frankly, I see this going the distance, and every round could be very competitive. This could be a very close decision, and here I am saying this in round number 3.
Well, they're both good fighters and they're both technical. I don't think either guy is going to make any huge mistake, and you know, so what you're saying makes sense.
End of round 3. This is give and take.
You have
Each
a
guy
scorecard
gives,
on
then
this?
they take. Yeah. I gave that last round to Shawn Cameron. I have him up. 29 to 28.
So you gave the first round to Rodriguez and the next 2 rounds to Cameron.
Right. And let's take a look at some round 3 action.
Delvin,
Nice body
yes.
shot by
Beautiful.
Delvin Rodriguez.
He just throws those hooks so nice. It's one of his best punches. The left hook lands nicely on a southpaw. And then, as you saw right there, Cameron was throwing that straight down the middle, which is one of his better punches.
We're heading to round number 4. Danny Schiavone goes over to Delvin Rodriguez and says something. I'm not sure what he said. There are 3 scoring judges. The referee is a non-scoring official. And Kara was actually in days when you were just a little girl, probably weren't even around at the time.
Thanks.
The referee scored a fight. Do you think a referee should score the fight?
No. Maybe. It's a question that, you know, I've thought about. I spoke to Arthur Mercanti about this actually recently, and they are seeing it from a different viewpoint. And, you know, they have the best view in the house. They're watching it very closely, but, you know.
For the first maybe 60 years of boxing from 1900 up to about 1960, 65, so the referees did score the fights.
Right.
I hated it. And actually, they were still scoring them in New York when I became commissioner. They wanted to, actually, they got rid of it, wanted to bring it back, and I said, no way. Referee has a job to do, let him do the job.
Right, absolutely. That's true. Don't want to distract him from doing his job. You know, someone could get hurt.
Delvin is wearing a look on his face of almost pain. I think some of the body shots have hurt him.
Right.
That shot was low. Then another couple of body shots. Delvin is hurt. And look at that, he jumped in. He's hurt,
too.
he's angry.
Yeah! I'm sorry, I get excited. I love when guys get crazy.
Well, he got hit with a low shot.
Yeah, so he just...
And Cameron was not admonished for it.
He should have been. Sometimes that gives the guys the fire. You know, Delvin Rodriguez, it's like sometimes he looks like he's like, you know, he's not as energetic as he once was. I think that woke him up a little bit. You know, that emotion, that anger.
Watch the left hand of Cameron. Bang! Again, he's going to keep throwing that left hand to the body. He feels he has Delvin Rodriguez hurt. Watch his left hand. He's going to go upstairs with the right hand, and then he tries to drive the left hand right to the body.
I hope not to see Delvin get reckless, though, at the end, you know, in the rest of this round, because he's mad. I don't want him running into anything.
45 seconds remain. Round number 4. Delvin Rodriguez just ate a shoulder and just pushed Shawn Cameron off of him. This fight getting very physical on the inside.
Yeah, this is one of the better rounds.
Although not a better round for Delvin Rodriguez.
Yeah, better for the audience, I guess, because they're really going at it. Oh, there's a headbutt in there. Delvin is tired, but...
Final seconds, round number 4.
Got hit in the gut. Yeah, Delvin got hit a few times at the end of that round. He's tired. Hopefully he can recover, you know, in the middle right now, during this round. I mean, he's experienced. He knows he's been in there for like how many rounds in his career?
He has boxed a lot of rounds. Let's take a look at some action from round number 4.
Right, throwing the nice shots to the body by Cameron. That's where he's really starting to hurt Delvin Rodriguez, giving him back some of those body shots that he was receiving earlier on. Delvin Rodriguez is just so mad, and he comes at them with that 1-2, you know, that emotion. And Cameron looking shocked, like, what did I do? You know, what did he do? You hit him low. That's what you did. But it's funny. I like watching that.
Very calm, cool, collected Shawn Cameron working on his cut man, working on a little cut over the left eyebrow.
Delvin Rodriguez, he let his emotion get the better of him in that round. You know, he got hit more than he should have because he let his emotion get to the best of him. So hopefully in this round he comes out and he contains it a little bit more. That's what, you know, he needs to do if he wants to, you know, be competitive in this fight.
Big word, emotions. You got to keep your emotions under control, no matter what the other guy is doing to you.
And that's the biggest, that's like, you know, the one of the hardest things in boxing. You know, you make big mistakes when you get emotional.
You get hit with a low shot, maybe the referee doesn't say something, got headbutted, the referee doesn't say something, and then you decide to really take things into your own hands, and you lose your whole fight plan.
Right. That's why I love Mayweather, not to completely go off topic, but he just controls his emotions like you wouldn't, you know, it's great. But Cameron, I mean, he's a very competitive a boxer. I haven't seen much of him, but I'm definitely impressed. I mean, he's a good boxer. He's crafty. He's definitely unorthodox and not an easy fight for anybody.
I'm telling you, Shawn Cameron is looking for a body shot knockout. See, he's pounding in the same area, right down the middle of the, right above maybe the V where you see Delvin, right above that V.
Right. Well, it's right. It's that's the opening. That's the southpaw opening. It's right there for him. It's right there for that cross to land.
But it's even more than that, because almost every time he's landed it, Delvin shows a look of pain,
Right.
and it looks like he's hurt whenever those shots land, like he's not taking those body shots.
Which
away.
leads me to believe he must be really hurt because he is. I remember Delvin being really good at keeping a poker face. So if he's showing like he's hurt, he must really be hurt. Because he's really good at playing things off, you could say, like not showing that he's hurt.
Oh, hard right hook. It was more of a
Letting that
slapping hook, but it landed. Delvin taking some solid shots.
What would you tell Delvin right now to do? He definitely has to regain control of his composure.
Try to get him within your punching range. You're letting him step outside of you too much. Use your jab, get in, step in with that right hand. Jab, right hand. Follow it. You're throwing one punch at a time.
Right.
That time he threw the 1-2. There, 2 jabs. And when he does, Cameron keeps those hands up, plays defense. Delvin Rodriguez with a little smile there, but after he missed some punches, about 10 seconds remain. Round number 5. This one's scheduled for 10.
Some nice exchanges in that last round, Randy. What did you give that one to?
I'm going to go with Delvin on that round.
Really?
So, yeah, I thought it was a close round. I thought that Shawn Cameron laid back a little bit too much. He was looking for those body shots and didn't really get many of them. And I thought that Delvin did just enough. And let's take a look at some action from round 5.
Delvin, I think he got hit more than he should have in this round. Cameron was definitely more aggressive, and Delvin was making more mistakes. I think he had his hands down a lot. As you can see here,
There's some nice work. Both guys. This is where Delvin does his best work, in a firefight.
Right. He loves to be in those exchanges.
Well, earlier I said I expect this one to go to the cards, and here we are. This is round 6, scheduled for
Anything
10.
could happen in this one, I think. I think they're very easily could be in some sort of knockout on from either guy.
I think if there is a stoppage, it's going to be Cameron stopping Delvin Rodriguez. Delvin's getting hit with some solid. When he does get hit,
right.
A lot of them are solid.
And it's going to be his own demise because he's going to run into it. He's going to get emotional, and that's what's going to knock him out. So it's going to be a counterpunch if it happens. That is.
Taking a little rest there. In comes Cameron.
And the shape, like you mentioned earlier, like Cameron, he's in great shape. You could see it, and what you said earlier, he works hard. It's very obvious that he's in great shape right now. That starts to really count towards. When you get to this point in the fight.
Nice left hand from Cameron. He wants that fight on the outside. Because when he does get on the inside, the firefight more or less belongs to the veteran Delvin Rodriguez, who asked about rounds before. Delvin Rodriguez has fought 246 rounds as a pro, not counting tonight, to just 47 rounds for Cameron.
Yeah, Cameron knows, the win against someone like Delvin Rodriguez is going to really bring him to the next level. That'll open doors for bigger fights for him because Delvin Rodriguez does have a name. Cameron is new, he's new to the game.
Well, Shawn Cameron, not a baby. He's
Not a
30
baby.
33 years
Well-
young to 36 for Delvin Rodriguez.
Just not as much experience. I guess when, you know, I mean, I guess being in Iraq is kind of experience, fight experience, you could say. Mental training. That was,
Crushing left hand.
oh no.
A short, crushing left hand.
I,
Let's see what kind of shape
40
Delvin
seconds.
Rodriguez is in and what Shawn Cameron does with it.
It's like what you said.
About 40 seconds remain in the
Right.
round.
Let's see if Cameron has that killer instinct to finish it. You know, he has to really come at him now. You can't let him escape this 30 seconds.
Remember, Delvin Rodriguez does not back away from a firefight.
Yeah, but he needs to put his hands up right now, you know, shell up, because he can't be getting hit. He needs to recover.
But he's wobbling.
He's dazed. Delvin Rodriguez is dazed right now. Cameron should be on him right now. I'm sorry. He needs to get on him if he wants to. You know, he could have won this fight in this round. He let that. Oh. There you go.
Okay. On the scorecards, that was a big one. That was a 10-8 round. So if Shawn Cameron was starting to pull away, that one did it for him. And Carol, let's see
Right.
the punch that did it.
Yeah, well, that was a nice shot. That probably started it off. And then, let's see.
A blistering.
Blasted
Oh.
him. Wow. Then that didn't knock him down. He could take a shot.
But then there was another one, that short left
Right.
hand.
It's weird because that wasn't a shot that knocked him down. I think it was a reaction from the shot prior. That wasn't.
Ref said that was a push and look. That was a
What-
slapping shot.
So what did the ref say? The ref called that a knockdown. But I don't think it was a knockdown. That's my. It wasn't.
You know what? They didn't call it a knockdown. I thought from this
Right.
angle where we're watching it that it was a knockdown. And I thought Danny Schiavone was giving it. You know what? He was not in good shape when he got up.
Because that was that shot from earlier. He was still dazed. Look, about 5-10 seconds early, got hit with that straight cross. It was bad.
Delvin Rodriguez's eyes look clear.
Hopefully he had time to recover in that corner.
One thing you always do when the referee is taking a look at Delvin Rodriguez, you can see as he maneuvers into position, he just stares into the eyes of Delvin Rodriguez, who has taken some very hard shots tonight and falling, I think, almost hopelessly behind on the scorecards.
Oh, that's
Nice
a
right hand
shot.
by Delvin.
This is a good fight, Randy.
It is a competitive fight, but that's how Delvin Rodriguez fights. He makes you work to beat him.
Nice hooks.
You know, Shawn Cameron can kind of play act a little bit, but he's
Right.
getting hit with some shots. This is a good round so far for Delvin Rodriguez.
Nice counter punches by Delvin Rodriguez.
Cameron kind of just reaching in with those shots. There's that straight left hand to the body again that we've been talking about. Delvin marches him down,
Nice.
right hand upstairs, left hand down.
Nice, man. That, you know, did he call it a low blow? No, he didn't call it.
Yeah.
But he did. But he didn't give him a point.
Cameron said, hey, come on, it was low. The referee saw that and ref said, come on, get it up. Nice right hand by Delvin.
This is a good round. Better round for Delvin than the last one, that's for sure. Got a
Right jab by Cameron. Left hand doesn't get in all the way. Then a little twirling of that left hand. Is he going to throw it?
busy round for Delvin Rodriguez. He just keeps that lead arm down, you know.
Right hand, very nice by Delvin. Then he comes back with a left hook. This is the best round of the fight for Delvin Rodriguez.
Yeah, and it came right after that nasty knockdown. Well, with the punch that led to the knockdown. Definitely, both these guys got a lot of heart. Delvin Rodriguez is a lot of heart, and he just keeps fighting. The more he gets hit, the more he wants to fight.
Here comes Cameron, but not real successful with those shots. I thought that it was a nice round, maybe the best round of the fight.
It was a nice round.
Delvin Rodriguez certainly needed that to get himself back into this fight.
Definitely showing a lot of character. I mean, he came off a really bad round and just won that round. You know, he was busy. He looked good in that round. I think it shows a lot of character.
One of our star boxing round card girls at a very nice arena here at the Mohegan Sun in Uncasville, Connecticut. And Karen, there was a low blow. It wasn't a terrible low blow, but
Right.
let's take a look at it. It was in a combination upstairs, right hand, downstairs.
It was on the borderline there.
Grazing shot.
Right. You know, but Cameron, he played it to the ref, and the ref took note.
And round number 8 is underway. This one is scheduled for 10. Seven rounds in the books. I have given 3 to Delvin Rodriguez. I've given 4 to Shawn Cameron. Delvin doing what he does so well, just digging down. He's got skill. He's got punching power. He's got much more heart than anything else.
Right. It's like you wonder where the energy comes from, and it just comes along. You know, he gets hit, then he hits back. It's just the more he gets hit, the more he wants to hit you, which just shows he has a lot of heart. Cameron has a lot of heart too. Both of these guys are fighting hard. They're both looking to win. They both want to win. Neither one of these guys has come here to lose tonight.
Of course, it could be a draw, but let's see what happens if Delvin Rodriguez can dig down and steam back here in the 8th, and then if there's a 9th and a 10th. Shawn Cameron looks like there's a gas tank shortage there.
Yeah.
He's moving a little bit. The legs still show a little bit of bounce, but he is not throwing as many punches as he did before, and he's not throwing them with the same authority or speed.
And you hear his corner. They're saying, "You got to move, Cam. You got to move, Cam. You got to get in." They're yelling at him to pick up the energy, to pick up the pace. It's easier said than done. I mean, he's tired.
Yeah. Oh, they trade shots there. Nice left hand by Delvin Rodriguez. Nice double jab by Rodriguez.
And it's hard to land a jab on a southpaw. It really is. And the fact that he's landing them on Cameron is impressive, because usually when you fight in the southpaw, it's easier to land that straight cross. But he is landing a lot of jabs.
Shawn Cameron keeps coming back over and over again with that left hand. But I think he's leaving himself open to a counter right hand. And I think Delvin Rodriguez sees it. Final moments, round number 8. But I think Shawn Cameron has let Delvin Rodriguez back into this fight.
Yeah, well, for sure. That was a nice body shot, man, by Rodriguez. You know, I think that was a window of opportunity missed. There was that 30 seconds at the end of that round when Delvin went down, even though it wasn't technically a knockdown. He was hurt, and if he would have jumped on him, he could have stopped the fight in that round if he just.
Okay, early in that round. Now, what was this? I mean, was this a thumb? Was that just a sharp jab?
I mean, like Cameron again, he's saying it's a thumb in the eye. I don't know. I think it was What do you think? It's kind of hard to say.
It's very, very tough to purposely thumb a guy with the type of gloves that are around today. You can still get close with the thumb, but not like years ago when the thumb was unattached, and you could actually stick your thumb. As former welterweight champ back in the 40s, Fritzy Zivik, they used to call his nickname was Thumbs. Hey, Larry Holmes told me he was not against doing that. He said, sometimes, you know what?
You got to do what you got to do. You got to do it. I would.
You throw a jab with an open fist, and it's so fast you can't even see it.
When you throw a hook with the elbow behind it, you know, that's what it is. It's professional boxing.
And it's round number 9, Kara. Randy G along with Kara Castanova here at the Slugfest at the Sun, so appropriately named.
Definitely appropriate.
And on my scorecard, after 8, this is even. Who wants it more? Who's going to get it? Who's going to take it? Delvin Rodriguez in the blue and red. Shawn Cameron.
Oh, he looks like, what was that? Some sort of
Is that an elbow?
headbutt? What happened
And
there?
Danny Schiavone is going to give Delvin Rodriguez a few moments. Now, I don't know if that was an elbow. It's funny because Shawn Cameron's back was to me, and I didn't see whether that was a head.
He gets mad. He is an emotional fighter.
But you notice that whenever one of these things happen, a low blow, a headbutt, an elbow, Delvin really,
It's like he comes
fire
out
gets
flying. If I was the other guy, I'd be waiting with the counter punch, you know. I know I would expect him to come out mad every time. It's kind of an endearing thing, but it's at the same time, you know, he has to check his emotions.
Delvin working very hard, using that jab overtime, gets hit with a counter right hand. Nice right hand by Delvin.
This is a hard fight to score, I think, you know. I think
it's going to be
they're very
interesting.
close rounds.
A little under 1 minute to go here in round number 9, scheduled for 10. Delvin Rodriguez, Shawn Cameron, in what has been an excellent junior middleweight contest.
Delvin Rodriguez definitely showing his experience here. You know, he's been through so many rounds. It's like Cameron is definitely showing that he's tired and he doesn't have much left on the power behind his body shots.
Shawn trying to step on the gas a little bit. Let's see what they've got left for the 10th and final round. Seconds remain in the 9th round. Let's see what the 10th round brings.
Ooh, that was a nice shot at the end by Delvin Rodriguez. Still a close fight. I think it's like,
Okay. Was it an elbow? Was it a headbutt? Let's take a look. You decide. Let's see what it is. Right hand, and then the heads collide.
Yeah, it was a headbutt. But then he hit him like after that, like.
No question.
Yeah.
Looked like a billy goat.
Right. That must have hurt. That was right. That was right up the nose, like on the mouth. It just.
I just can't believe there was not a cut that emanated from that headbutt.
You know, and the ref gave him time to recoup, and he didn't take as much time as he could have. He should have, but he didn't.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is another one of those fights.
round of the evening.
Both guys are
Let's
going
make
to
some
love the
noise
feel of
for these
ice
two
on their
warriors.
face
Tenth
after the
round,
battle.
right now.
Here we go. 10th and final round. Let's see what each man brings to these 3 minutes, to these 180 seconds. I gave Delvin Rodriguez that last round. I've got him up by a point. Let's see what happens. What will Shawn Cameron bring? What will Delvin bring? Delvin keeping it in ring center. Sticks out that jab. Didn't stick it out, snapped it out. And again. Shawn Cameron trying to get inside, trying to get that left hand home.
He fights pretty well backing up Delvin Rodriguez. He's a nice counterpuncher. You know, you think you got him, you come after him, he has his hands down, then all of a sudden he counters you. Takes you by surprise.
Nice combination by Delvin Rodriguez. Worked up and down.
I mean, if the question is who wants it more in this round, it's Delvin Rodriguez.
Just past the midpoint of the final round.
Yeah,
nice shot, 1-2 by Delvin Rodriguez, and in comes Cameron.
He needs to throw some more of those 1-2s. Nice triple hook.
Oh, they just go at each other. They both land. Delvin Rodriguez out of Danbury, Connecticut. Shawn Cameron out of Brooklyn, New York. That jab of Delvin Rodriguez working overtime.
Oh, and that nice hook, that nice check hook. Comes from that weird angle.
Heading down to 30 seconds to go. Let's see what each guy does now. You got to be thinking the round's close. You got to be thinking the fight's close. 20 seconds.
Cameron's actually, you know, he's in a bit of survival mode now.
They mix it up. There is a real lump over the left eye of Shawn Cameron, courtesy of a lot of right hands. Final seconds of the fight. What a fight this has been.
Wow.
Big finish by Delvin Rodriguez at the bell.
That was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful end of the rounds. I wish that he did that at the end of every round, you know. But, you know, it's easier said than done. It takes a lot of energy. You save it for the last few seconds.
What a fight you have just watched, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know. I'm giving it to Rodriguez. Randy, what are you? Who are you giving it to?
I'm adding the scorecard. Yes, Rodriguez does win on my card. 96-94. Let's see how the judges have it, including one of the very best judges on this planet, Don Ackerman. A man I have long thought was one of the very best, and he just proves it over and over again. So let's see how he has it. Oh, look at the face of Shawn Cameron. That left eye, reddened, puffy, swollen. They're holding the N-Swell device on it, filled with ice. They got to really push on that. They can't just hold it there, because that eye will shut. And one thing he cannot do, you've got to tell your fighter, do not blow your nose. If you just feel that you have to blow your nose, do not do it. One blow of the nose will absolutely shut that eye. So I hope he doesn't blow the nose, and they got to keep that pressure on with the ice and with the cold. Delvin Rodriguez walking around in his corner, face a little bit reddened. Oh, I am looking forward to seeing the scores here. Mark Fratto has them. He's taken a look at them. Well, let's see how Mark Fratto has it. And let's go up to him and make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 outstanding action-packed rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for the decision. Judges Don Ackerman and Tom Carasone saw the bout 96-94. Judge Clark Sammartino saw the bout 97-93. All three judges in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from the Dominican Republic and Danbury, Connecticut, Delvin El Peligro Rodriguez.
Well, my scorecard had it, I'm proud to say, 96-94 for Delvin Rodriguez. Two of the judges had it 96-94, exactly the way I did. Another judge had it 97-93 for Delvin Rodriguez. Here is some final round action. Look at that. I mean, Delvin Rodriguez just wanted at Shawn Cameron. This one was hotly contested all the way. If there was any round where there wasn't action, it maybe was the first round, and from there it picked up. I'm putting this on my list of fights of the year. 9 consecutive rounds of junior middleweight action. For everybody at Joe DeGuardia Star Boxing and our entire team, thanks for watching, everybody.
Congratulations, that was a really hard-won victory. You showed a lot of heart. There was a point in the middle of the fight where it seemed like you were a little bit hurt. What did you have to tell yourself, you know, when you went back to your corner to come back into that next round and fight so hard?
No, you know, I got to give props to Cameron. He's a very tough fighter. He took a good punch to the body and to the head, so I think people got to give him an applause. He's a tough guy, but, you know, I never really felt hurt. You know, it was like the first hard punch that I received from him, so I just, you know, shook it off a little bit, but hurt, no, never.
Never hurt. I have a question. Whenever he did something like you felt like you got a low blow or a headbutt, you always react very emotionally. Do you think that's a good thing that you do, or something that could get you in trouble in the future?
Well, I think as long as I don't hit him back, you know, if he hit me low or hit me back in the neck, as long as I don't hit him low and retaliate, I think it's a good thing. You know, if somebody, the way you got to think, if a fighter hits you one time, you want to hit him 2 times or 3 times.
Congratulations. I really enjoyed watching that. It was a great fight. You looked great.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to say thanks to all my fans who always supported me. Denver, Connecticut, always supported me no matter what. Lose, win, or draw. Thank you so much for coming tonight.
Back to you, Randy.